me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. Don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rain, snow, sleet, every day I work my thumb. I don't get to take off. A hater get up. I'm ready like lift off. I've never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long. I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live. I don't know what the mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. Still at your mama crib and getting money, you gotta ask for it. I'm tired of complaining. I gotta change my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day they take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it. Ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess.
It's time for the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are in a city that sure had its share of memorable playoff games in the past. Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Pittsburgh Steelers. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway.
Let's go, fellas. Check 56. All day, just like that. Just like that.
They'll run for the first time to James Conner, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Conner on first down, not going to get a whole lot. Maybe a couple. Second down coming up. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
On second down now, it's Conner, and he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory.
Here we go. My 8, read. 56. Here we go, D. All day. Hey.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. He's at the 40. the 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Todd Gurley, 93 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Johnson, the intended target. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Gurley with a carry on 1st down. He'll only get a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block.
56, yes!
Back to throw here. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Taken in at the 11. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll look to throw. They'll get that one complete to Connor. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
Check 56. And watch that. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Now back to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. On first down, it's Samuels. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Come on, D. Switch it.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check 3. Let's go.
Right back to Connor here on first. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
I'm coming after you. 36.
On 2nd down, it's Connor looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. This quarterback now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. 51. Big stop, G. Big stop.
From the gun, a give to Connor. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
51 to Mike, boys. 51. I'm coming. 51 to Mike.
Looking to throw. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
46-yard attempt.
And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
56, Mike, 56.
2nd and 4. And he's got his man on the out route. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On first down, it's Gurley. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 16-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. A tackle there by Brian Poole.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check 13. Check 13.
Ooh, the juke. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Todd Gurley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Broncos push further out in front. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way, but there is laundry on the field. A flag is down. And I think this one's coming back.
I agree.
Ready. 951. Focus, defense, focus. Echo.
Back to throw now on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Flushed it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Jordan. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. He'll look to throw. Able to shake him off. Throw left side complete. That's Jordan. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. In for the score as they are now on the board here in the first half. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. With good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Second and 11. It's complete to Fuller. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here we go. My 8-3. 56. Get that quarterback, D-line. Hurry, hurry. Let's go. Switch, switch. Go, go, run.
And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Back to the ground game here, Gurley. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They come out here in the eye. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Check out Charlie.
He'll look to throw. And the Denver Broncos are in for 6. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for us Steelers.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll drop to throw. He's going to launch it for Washington. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Give him 30 yards there. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Dayon Buchanan in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Chris Harris on the coverage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They're going to look to throw. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. That's complete to his running back, Connor. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be second down. On the run is Connor. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Connor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They'll set up to throw, escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. From 3 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. This will be taken short, and he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
56, Mike, 56. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
2nd and 10. He's got Fuller. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Let's go, let's go.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Waste don't travel. Waste don't travel. 56 the mark, boy. 56.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Justin Houston in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The pass there complete to Sutton. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put on one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
And it's brought in by Washington. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on. And that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Come on, set. 60, Pittsburgh. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Ready, go.
The win for the Broncos, seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs.
Brings up 4th down. Today
And losing in this wild card round, you know, they've got something to build on, though, for next year, but I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not at the moment, but once they get away from it a little bit and they get into their off-season program, and they'll start to talk about that. I like how you framed it. Building blocks, you know, building those bricks to build them towards the next season where they think they have a chance to advance farther in the playoffs.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we sign off from Heinz Field.
S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Yeah.
I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop.
Yeah.
It's shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. You down the ride, never tired. You will never know. You ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the wind. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street. Case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W.